young Jedi mathematicians. I'm Mrs. Taylor, and today we're going to continue our adventure in a galaxy far, far away, where we're going to continue subtracting with regrouping. You've done a great job subtracting two-digit numbers with regrouping, and now you're ready for the next challenge. Our next challenge is to subtract four-digit numbers with regrouping. I think I know of a great person who I can call on to help. Let's call on the young Jedi Taylor to help us with this new challenge. Thanks so much, Mrs. Taylor, for having me back on your show. I really enjoy helping students learn how to use the Force to help them subtract and regroup. Today, we're going to learn how to subtract four-digit numbers with regrouping. Are you ready? Great! Today we're going to find the difference of 7,451 and 1,679. We're going to make sure that we line up our numbers just like we did last time when we had two digits. Make sure that you have the largest number on top. In this case, 7,451 is the largest number, and we do have it on the top. Good job, boys and girls. As we've already said before, we're going to look at the ones place. 1 minus 9. Can we do that? No, we cannot, because you cannot take 9 from this 1 here. We have to go next door and get some more. Don't forget the poem that we used last week. We circle the 9, which is on the bottom, so that's considered the floor. If there's more on the floor, go next door and get some more. So we need to get some more ones by going to the tens place. I'm sure you've noticed that today I do not have my lightsaber with me. But we are going to use the Force to help lift up presents that have numbers on them so we can see what each number looks like as we regroup. Are you ready to begin? Great, here we go. As we go next door, we see a 5. We have 5 tens. If we take 1 10 away, how many do we get? Use the Force. So, what number do we have in the tens place now? We have a 4. Here's a picture of what it looks like using place value blocks. You have 5 tens blocks. You X out one of the tens blocks and you're left with 4 tens blocks. Now we're going to take that 10 and make it explode into 10 ones. Are you ready? We started off with 1 1. And then we added the 10 ones that came from the tens place. When we add 1 plus 10, we get 11 ones. So now instead of having 1 1, we now have 11 ones because 10 plus 1 equals 11. Are you ready for the next step? Let's continue. So now we're going to subtract. 11 minus 9 equals what? That's right, it equals 2. So we now have 2 ones in the ones place. As I look back at my tens place, I notice that I have 4 tens, and I need to get 7 from this. Can I do that? Nope, I cannot. So what do we have to do? That's right, we have to go next door and get some more. This time we're going to the hundreds place to get some more tens. As I go to the hundreds place, I notice that I have 4 hundreds. So I'm going to take one of them. How many hundreds do I have now? Use the Force. I now have 3 hundreds. Here's a picture of what it looks like using place value blocks. We started off with 4 hundreds. When we took one away, we ended up with 3 hundreds. Now we're going to break apart this hundreds block into 10 tens. Now we have 10 tens. Here's a picture of what it looks like using place value blocks. We started off with 4 tens, which you see in the present. When we went next door to get some more, we broke apart the hundreds into 10 tens, and then we add them together. 10 plus 4 equals 14 tens. What do I get? Use the force. And when we use the force, we see a 14. Because 10 plus 4 equals 14. So you now have 14 tens. Now I can subtract. 14 minus 7 equals 7. So I look to see now in the hundreds place, which number is larger. I notice that once again, my largest number is on the bottom. It's the 6. So what does that mean? I have to once again go next door and get some more. But this time I'm going to the thousands place. As I look at the thousands place, I see that we have 7 thousands. But I'm going to get some more for my hundreds place. So I'm going to take one of those away. And what do I get? Use the force. As I use the force, I see that I went from 7 to 6 thousands. So I'm going to put a 6 in the present above the 7. But don't stop there. Don't forget to break apart that thousands into hundreds. Here's a picture of what it looks like using place value blocks. We started off with 7 thousands blocks, and then we took one away, leaving us with 6. So we have 6 thousands blocks, and that's why we put a 6 in the present above the 7 in the thousands place. Let's use a force to break apart this thousands block into 10 hundreds. Once again, let's take a look at the place value blocks. We started off with 3 hundreds, and then we added 10 hundreds to it for a total of 13 hundreds. 3 plus 10 equals 13. As you break apart the thousands piece, you now have 10 hundreds. You also have 3 hundreds from before. So we're going to add 10 plus 3. So what do we get? Let's use the force to find out. We now have 13 ones because 10 plus 3 equals 13. And now I can subtract. 13 minus 6 equals 7. And now I can also subtract the thousands place. 6 minus 1 equals 5. So what is the difference between 7,451 and 1,679? The difference is 5,772. Remember that the word difference means to subtract. That took us a long time to solve that problem, and it's important that you go step by step. Don't try to rush things. Go slowly and use the force to get the answer right every single time. Let's see if you're ready to be a young Jedi in training. Can you solve this problem? 5,814 minus 3,956. Solve this problem on paper or a dry erase board. Pause the video so you can finish, and then press the play button again to see if you get the correct answer. Good luck, everyone! Now that you're done with all your hard work, let's see if you got the answer correct. 5,814 minus 3,956 equals 1,858. If you did not get that answer, don't you fear. Pause the video,
Check over the regrouping and see where you made your mistake. Make your corrections, and then you too can become a young Jedi Master in training.
Young Jedi students, you have worked very hard today. May the Force be with you as you continue to practice subtraction with regrouping. I believe that if you continue to practice each problem step by step, that you too will be a Jedi subtraction with regrouping master, just like I am. Just make sure that you follow these simple steps to help you succeed. Step number 1, continue to show your work on your paper. Don't just try to do it in your head. Step number 2, make sure that you have the biggest number on the top and the smallest number on the bottom, especially when you solve each and every problem in the word problems. Step number 3, go step by step, starting with the ones place. Circle the largest number in the place and say the rhyme to help you decide if you need to regroup or not. With all this Jedi training we have given you, you are not only prepared for upcoming math tests, but you will be able to solve problems as you balance your checkbook each time you go to the bank account. Every time you go and spend money and put money in the bank teller will ask you to check over his or her math to make sure that he did it correctly. So this skill is very important in real life. Work hard, boys and girls, and you too will be able to reach for the stars and do well with subtraction and regrouping. May the Force be with you each and every day. Thanks so much, young Jedi Taylor, for teaching us how to subtract 4-digit numbers today. It's a very difficult skill, but if you continue to practice, you're going to do just fine. If you don't get it right, make sure to ask somebody for help. You can also rewatch this video so you can go over step by step what to do. Thanks so much to each and every one of you who have already subscribed to this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single adventure. Make sure to click the like button if you liked today's video. Thanks so much for joining us today in a galaxy far, far away, and I look forward to spending more time with you on our next adventure really soon. Goodbye!